Today's my birthday. Well, tomorrow is my birthday. Cause I'm filming it today, but it's gonna be posted tomorrow. Well, tonight is gonna after 12, so that's what we do. This video is gonna be a little different from the other ones that I've uploaded. Not reacting to anything. I just want to get on here and talk, man. After 26 years, I want to give just a perspective on what I've learned personally, right? So you know how a lot of people kind of go into, oh yeah, I got 26 tips for every single year, you know what I'm saying? Wait, tip for every single year. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just talk, I can ramble a lot though, so I'll try to keep it to a minimal, you know what I'm saying? Don't want this video getting too long and drawn out, and I also don't want to edit too much. But man, where do I start off, man? I guess first I can say I'm very grateful to be here, but really the main thing that I can say that really was eye-opening to me over, I guess, my whole life pretty much, is I learned how important it is to be honest to yourself. Being honest to yourself can really make or break character. It can make or break relationships. It can make or break relationships to yourself. You know what I mean? If you're not being as truthful as possible to yourself and to who you are as a person, then your life probably won't be good, man. When you understand the type of person that you are, and that's a whole nother thing too I want to get into in a little bit, but when you finally do understand the type of person that you are, you'll get the type of person that needs to be portrayed in public, in private. You'll understand that, so say for example, if you're the type of person that just loves to joke around, a lot of people say that's how I am. A lot of my friends, a lot of my family say I'm just like, I love to pick, and I do. I love to pick on people. It's funny. I love to pick on myself too, though. I'll always do myself first before I do anybody else. But say you're kind of like me, where you just love to joke around all the time. Understanding that comes with its benefits and its drawbacks. If you love to joke around with people, you might meet somebody that loves to joke around just as much as you, right? Comes your best friends. I think that's why I'm so close to the people that I'm close to, because they love to joke. If you can joke around with somebody and you're a jokester, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just bullshitting around the whole entire time. But also, you're going to find somebody who's just not like that. They don't want to joke around a lot, so it's just like you'll understand the type of relationships you need. You'll understand everything that goes into your life, that needs to come into your life, that can benefit you in any single way possible. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing that I think the most important thing is, and the kind of even play into that a little bit further, like I was saying earlier, once you get to a point to where you're ready to finally become that person, you have to treat it with respect, right? So what do I mean by that? What do you mean by that, Sir Malik? I'm gonna tell you. If you're somebody that doesn't take BS, why are you going to force yourself around people that just BS all the time? To my original example, if you're somebody that loves to joke around, why are you going to be around nothing but people that are just stick up the asses, sticks in the mud, stick in the booty? Respecting who you are as a person, respecting your personality, respecting your character, that can take you far, man. That can take you far in your job and relationships. I done said that plenty. I done said it already how important that is. Because I think that comes from, and I think the reason I'm like that is because it comes from me. I'm just keep it real. It comes from me kind of not being myself and not really wanting to show who my true self is back when I was a kid, man. I think a lot of kids go through like an identity crisis. So, that's not nothing that's like, oh my God, it's not like nothing. It's not like I was out here doing nothing crazy, But I went through a bad identity crisis up until I was probably like 17 and I was in high school. And I really wanted to fit in, I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be that I don't want this video to turn into this because I have plenty of videos that I want to talk about in the future regarding this. But I want it to be that stereotypical black person that is portrayed in media, if you catch my drift. I did. I wanted to be that. And I was always told by my parents, you know, that, I mean, people love me for who I am. Because sometimes the real me would slip out. You know what I mean? I didn't really have a lot of friends up until like high school. Well, I'd say up until like maybe the 8th grade, like late junior high school. So the few friends that I did have, I felt comfortable around. Because around my family, I was pretty comfortable, you know. But outside of my family, which I wouldn't see all the time. I wouldn't see my family all the time. So outside of my family, the few people that I would act comfortable around, I was really close to. So it's just like the people that love you for you, and they love you. You know what I mean? Like, they love you. If you act like something else, they're not gonna love that about you. They're gonna love you for the way you act, But I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be me all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it drew in people that I wanted attention from. But the whole thing was keeping that attention. You know, you don't want to keep attention from somebody that knows you, but that's not really you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too confusing in this, but I really went through that a lot, man. And it got tiring. It got to where I almost started not liking who I was, or who I was portraying, who I was trying to be. And it's just like, wait a minute, that's not you, Zuri Malik. You're hating something that you're not even. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be that loud, rambunctious, you know what I'm saying, pants down to the ankle. I want to get into that. But I wanted to be that type of melanated person, and it backfired personally, because outside people didn't know. People thought like that was you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would skip class in high school. 12th grade. I would skip class. I mean, I never started doing no drugs or nothing, but I started skipping class. I started, you know what I'm saying, ditching. I started doing all this crazy stuff as a senior in high school, man. And it's just like, I forgot I had this damn thing on. But it's just like, I realized, and really even after high school, like even after, I was still kind of doing that a little bit. Like when I got my first retail job, I was being my true self. And this is one guy, shout out to Devin, bro. It's this one dude that I worked with. His name was Devin. I think I talked about him before on this channel. I need to hit my boy up, but he was like one of the only people who I felt comfortable portraying myself around, you know, my true self around in that job. You know, everybody else, I was still in that mindset of I gotta be that type of black guy, you know, I gotta be that type of person. But that ended up not working out for me, because I quit. And that was one of the reasons why I quit. You know, I got that job. I didn't even get that job just for the money. I mean, the money was, you know, all right. I mean, this was back in 2019. We was getting paid like $15, $16 an hour. That's not too bad. 2019, as a 19-year-old who just graduated high school a little over a year ago, bro. What in the world? Like I said, it really wasn't even about the money, bro. It was really just about me going there and trying to like portray that image that I wasn't even, you know what I mean? And this was also around the time when I started making my my YouTube videos too, the first set of YouTube videos, because for those of y'all who know, I started and stopped like 4 or 5 times YouTube ever since like 2019. That was one of the reasons why I did that, was because a lot of the videos that I was making at the time, that shit wasn't how I was. You know what I'm saying? So I felt it, but I didn't clock it, and it's just like, I knew that wasn't me. Looking at me, but that's not how I act. And a lot of those videos are gone. Some of them are private. I might unprivate some of those videos in the future, but I can't do that shit right now. No. Yeah, man, after I graduated, had that job for maybe like 2 years, a little over 2 years, and you know, just acting like that. I actually worked 2 jobs at the time because I worked for my parents. But that was just like, that's a whole nother story too. So, but it wasn't until 2022 when I was 21 years old and I finally got to that. It was almost like, it wasn't a quarter life crisis yet, but it almost it seemed like it about to be. It was like an early quarter life crisis. Whatever 21 years old is, you know, whatever that is, that's what that shit was. I went into almost like a depressive state for months, bro. And I don't know what the hell it was. Like there was nothing in my life was just doing me any good. Like I had just started school back. I had all of these classes that I didn't want to do. Man, I almost get emotional because it's just like, oh my God, like I was going through so much at the time, and it really almost forced the real true me out. And a lot of that had to do with K-pop too. Now I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm a huge K-pop fanatic. I'm not going to get into it right now, but just know that K-pop really, it did something to me to where it's just like, oh my God, like this right here, I don't know what it was. This music, I didn't even speak Korean at the time. I can speak a little bit of Korean now. Like I'm okay. I know a little bit of Hangul. You know what I'm saying? K-pop was a big inspiration at the time for me to portray my true self. The people that I met at the time through school, couple professors that I had at the time, you know, and my parents really just being there for me, man. You know, a few people in my family too. A lot of people don't really understand what goes on in my life because I'm not an open book, but it's just like for the people that were there, right? And even if you weren't there, if we're close, but if you weren't there at the time, you didn't know, it is what it is. There's no hard feelings. It's just I don't want to unload onto people, you know what I'm saying? I can't go to nobody being like, hey man, you know for the past like 20 something years I ain't been myself, man, and I don't know what it is. It's just I'm almost going through a mentally vegetative state to where it's just like the real me is down and the fake me is getting prepared. No, I can't unload on people like that. So no hard feelings to nobody who knows me that didn't know what the hell I was going through. But I mean, that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, 2022 was when I finally understood, like, man, you know, this is me. I know who I am now. So I know who I need to portray. And I went through the rest of school understanding that. And a little bit after school, because I couldn't find a job to save my damn life. Because I was going to eventually get a job. But really, I'm glad it didn't work out, because if I would have found a job, that still would have been me portraying somebody that I didn't want to be. You know, now I'm not saying that having a job, if you need to get a job that you don't want, that's being no, because I mean sometimes you need to get a job, you need to make money somehow, right? But I was getting a job while still having the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now, right? And it didn't work out that way. I couldn't find a job to save my life. I looked for maybe like 4 or 5 months, sending out applications, multiple applications every single week. I thought y'all camera died on me. But getting back to what I was saying, yeah, 2022 was when I finally understood the type of person that I am, you know, and I wasn't embarrassed by it, you know, like there would be times where I was like, man, you know, I'm embarrassed. Like, look at this shit on my back wall. Look at all this. Look at all this. Like, I know y'all can see that. Look, I got manga right here. I got Spider-Man, Grand Theft Auto. I got a Japanese license plate up there with my gamer tag on it. You know what I'm saying? I got anime, Naruto, One Punch Man somewhere. Oh, actually, I don't think One Punch Man is up. But I mean, I just got all this anime, video games, Star Wars. You know, I got this shout out to A Christmas Story, right? All right, Black Bart. Now you get yours. This might be a hard thumbnail. Oh shit! Look at this. Hold on, thumbnail. I don't know why I did that. I'm probably not gonna use that. But nah, man, you know what I mean? It's just like, I got all this stuff, and I be forgetting to turn I don't even know if y'all can see it. I be forgetting to turn my Mario light on. My little Toad light. Oh yeah, y'all can see it. Yeah, man, I mean, all this stuff, I used to be embarrassed of what I like. You know, I used to be embarrassed of the type of stuff that I like and the type of person that I am. I used to be embarrassed of that. And it took a long time to become not embarrassed, to get that confidence. And yeah, this is me. You know, this is who I am. And you gonna have to take it or leave it, man. You know, I'm not gonna change myself for anybody anymore because I used to do that so much. And like I said, it worked out. It worked out. And you know what, I think too, this might be a little bit of an asshole thing, but it worked out because that's how I knew I could be like a pretty good actor. I'm not saying like I'm an Oscar level actor, but the type of person that I used to act like, that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, people believed it. So it's just like, oh wow, you know, like, man, I was going through real life IRL doing this, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't like me, you know, acting like somebody on camera, you know, I could chop shit up and shit like that. No, like, this is me, like, in IRL, like, talking people face to face like that, you know what I'm saying? Acting like that, dressing like that, portraying that type of image, like, yeah. So, I mean, this is just all the whole shit, though. I guess I can be a pretty good actor. But nah, you know, I understood that just wasn't worth it, man. You know, people believed it, and some people were into it, you know. Ironically, that's when, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Ironically, that's when a lot of sadly, the melanated girls that I was into, right, started giving me some attention. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? But nah. All in all, man, understanding who you are and being your true self, it really, really goes a long way, and it can take your life to where life is just like, life is still going to be hard regardless, but when you're yourself and you're not sorry for being yourself, and you actually propel yourself up and you start loving who you actually are, it's just like, life is going to be so much easier in the long run, bro. Me now, I mean, like I said, I was trying to get a regular job, not even because I had to, but just because I was just like, yo, well, man, you know, maybe I should just do this. But I mean, bro, it's just like, I don't got no kids. I don't got no crazy responsibilities. My parents still letting me live at home. I mean, I got all of these ideas. I got all these goals. I know what I want to do. The people that know what I want to do actually are rooting for me. I've gotten, what you doing? No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. What? You want to do what? I've gotten those, but all in all, people are rooting for me. And it's just like, bro, I mean, I got all this lined up for me. Why would I even risk going to try to get a 9-to-5 right now and put all that on a back burner? If it don't work out, it don't work out. But as of right now, it's kind of working out. And honestly, y'all can look. I'll post it up on my story. I got my very first subscriber to my mailing list on my website the day before my birthday, bro. Like, can you imagine? I was in the bathroom bawling my eyes out. I was on the toilet, bro. I was on the toilet when I seen that. I'll make a little short and reels, TikToks. I'll make little shorts about that and post those up on there later. Understand who you are. Don't be afraid to show other people who you are. And if those people don't like who you are, fuck them. Look, these videos are called LA After Dark videos anyway. LA After Dark. That's what these videos, that's what these little reactions and these little talking head videos, that's what these videos are going to be. So I want to get real as possible with y'all. If somebody doesn't like who you are, bro, tell them to suck your penis or to lick your butthole. For real, because it's just like we live one life, bro. We live one life. You can't be around here. And what I'm saying, everybody knows, but not everybody practices this. If somebody doesn't like you, you can't worry about how much they don't like you. If somebody does like you, respect how much they like you, but then don't worry about it. You see what I'm saying? Don't just keep these damn people out of your life like this. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to that point where it's just like, man, I don't, and as a kid, I don't know how many, my audience is still kind of fluctuating a little bit. YouTube still, you know what I'm saying, testing my videos out. So I be having like, you know, younger people watching, and then I be having a little bit of the older crowd watching. If you're younger, I'd say like if you're still in high school or younger right now, it's going to be hard, you know, and you're probably not going to understand. But once you get to a certain age, it's just like, man, you know, I can't keep putting on a mask, man. It's like the Mask Off, you know, Future from years ago. How crazy that song went, Mask Off. Once you pull that mask off, oh my God, it's so liberating, my nigga. Whoever made it this far into the video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Even if you clicked on it, but if you didn't watch the full thing, which I guess you wouldn't be hearing me right now, but to whoever even took their time out of their day for even like a couple seconds just to watch me, I am so grateful. I am so thankful. Thank you. If you're struggling with something, I want this video to be a safe space for comments, you know. Leave it down in the comment section. If you want some advice, if you want any guidance on something that you might have going on in your life, just leave it down in the comment section, man. I want us to really get to know each other. I want us to fellowship, have a great time in this video, man. Create forever. I'll catch y'all later.